All right, you already know what it is. Mike Clark killed procrastination. And on today's episode, man, we got a fire episode. It's actually part two of the Laundromat story I was telling you guys about. I know you guys want to know. This was actually my first property, commercial-wise, that I actually put an offer in on. And it was a little different. I actually kind of try to skip a process that, I mean, for me right now, I guess it's not going to work. I am definitely working on getting my realtor's license so I can make these offers myself, write them up myself, make them as official as possible. Not saying that you can't write your own offers up without being a realtor, but you know, I just think it's easier for me to get that information. If you go back to video number one, it should be somewhere over here, over there. So the guy wanted $299,000 for this property, right? I was like, let's go take a look at it. Now, I am in the market of looking for a commercial property, but I really wasn't ready to. But like I tell you guys all the time, if you see opportunity, you definitely got to jump on it and you know, just evaluate those numbers. And if it's if it's something you can pull the trigger on, you pull the trigger on it. You know, doesn't mean you need to force the numbers, but you need to understand, like, look, you're not gonna be finding, you know, commercial properties don't come up all the time, especially particular ones that you're looking for. So you have to take the time to be like, look, once came up, let me stop, time out, pause, do all that, and let me find out if this is gonna be a good deal or not. So, like I said, he was selling for $299. I immediately went over to the property. Once again, it was like 5-10 minutes away from me. There was actually a lady that was working in it. So what I suggest you guys do, anytime you go to any of these deals, man, whether you're trying to find a property and it already has tenants in it, or it has someone that's working in a commercial property, hey man, fish for information. The same way you fish for that gossip at work, it lets you know, it at least gives you an idea. You don't ever want to judge a book by its cover. That's facts all day. But one thing you do need to do is you do have to do your due diligence. So like I said, when I got the property address, we spoke about immediately one of the red flags was 3 of the washing machines were down. Was 3 washing machines, 1 dryer, and we were speaking to the lady that's actually renting it from her, right? Renting it from the owner. And the owner was doing something basically where he was charging her $50 a day to utilize the laundromat. And whatever she made was of course her profit, but another red flag was she was saying she's barely making ends meet and she's barely making enough for her. Now, I don't know if that was just a bluff. I mean, we all play poker, right? You know, I don't know if that's what she's doing. You know, she says she's also entertaining other people coming in because this thing has been on the market for over a year now. So, you know, a lot of people, investors came in and out. So I don't know how much information she wants to give out, but I really felt like she was telling me the truth. And then the other red flag was he doesn't have any past income statements at all. You know, if you're getting a business, that's one of the main things you want. You want to know if it's profitable. Hey, are you making money right now? I checked the structure, I checked the equipment, I checked the people, you know, and I checked the damn process. You know, those are the things I checked. The roof as well, the water heater, you know, the heat, the AC, like, man, those are the biggest things that you must check immediately to make sure, okay, these things don't go out, everything else is cosmetic. And if it's cosmetic, that's not that much, all right? What I told you earlier, those are the heavy hitters. There was immense value that I could have added to it because one, there's no vending machine. What laundromat you've been to that doesn't have a vending machine? That's at least $1,000 right there a month, $2,000 a month, depending on how busy it is. The other value added was there was no, you know how when you go to a laundromat, you can get the soap, you can get the stuff you want to put in the dryer, all that stuff from one of the vending machines. They didn't have that. I'm like, that's another value added. And then I'm like, okay, what else can I add to it? And the last thing I was thinking about was, okay, well, we can get contracts and we can become like a dry cleaner, because that was another business that she was kind of doing on the side, but I don't think she fully understood it. Last thing that needed to be added was a big market piece was, of course, social media, right? We understand how powerful social media is, right? How many people don't want to do anything? They just want to go on Facebook, Google, order something, or an app. Don't get me wrong, get an app and then just get everything done that way. That's how quick everything is nowadays. And they're definitely not using it because, one, they don't know what they don't know, and then two, they're a lot older, so I doubt they even use social media like that. But like I said, so once I seen all of that, I did my calculations. I said, nah, man, I'm about to buy new dryers, new washers. It's going to need a new coat of paint. I already know I got to replace the AC unit, which is nonsense. It was going to be a lot of work, right? A lot of work. And I'm like, nah, 200,000 seems reasonable. Now, 200,000 was a little low. However, I was banking on a counter. I was immediately hit with a no. And then what I told my realtor was say, hey, look, we're really interested in this property. Give us a counter offer. And they did hit us with a counter offer, which was a little bit better. They countered us with $240,000. And I was like, okay, cool. I think I could do 240. That don't sound too bad. And that was going to include all the equipment. It was going to include everything that was needed, the business, all of it. I would have got all of it. But the thing that killed me was they not only wanted the 240, but they also wanted me to pay all closing costs, which I was fine with on my side, right? But he also wanted me to pay his closing costs. And when you break that down and you do the math for that, that's an extra $30,000 in fees that I would have had to pay. And I just didn't feel comfortable doing something like that. I know that he's not making the income he's making, so he doesn't really have room to really fully negotiate. I know that realistically, I may be the first offer he's gotten. Now, if you want to wait and hold your cards, then more power to you. But you might not get this same offer. So because you don't want to pay your closing costs, you want to put it on me. I understand how bad you need it, but look, I'm not going to be paying for Joe Schmo and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I think I gave him a reasonable offer. I think it was the best offer he could have gotten at the time. And if he does sell it, great. If he doesn't, he's going to look back on it. I even had one time where, my walkaway game so strong, my realtor's like, well, if you offer an extra 20, 30,000 on a particular deal, you'll be able to get it. I said, nah, man, this is what it's worth. This is what I know it's worth. And I was very confident in it, whether I knew it or not. And literally, I tell you, it had to be like maybe 3 weeks later. The realtor came back and said, yeah, he'll take that offer if it still stands. I said, nah, I moved on. But it was still a good offer at the time. I didn't have the money at the time. I wish I could have, but I was inside like, see, people are trying to, one, you already got caught holding the bag, and two, you're trying to hold out for some immaculate number because you believe your property's worth more than it really is. I've been faced with that. I've done that. I've dealt with that, thinking that I've had something that's worth more than what it really is. I know a lot of people who got things and own a lot of things, namely cars, who think they're worth 30, 40,000. And nah, man, go try to trade it in and see how much it's really worth. It's not worth what you think it's worth. So, like I said, it's my first offer I actually officially put in. I've seen multiple commercial properties, but I've never really truly put an offer in. I've told you guys about this resource, and I hope you guys hear me well. It's called PropStream. I really love it. You guys definitely need to sign up for it. It literally tells you what somebody paid for that property. It literally tells you the name, and you could do a lot more research, and that's what I did. And I'm like, nah, I gave this man a good deal. All right. But once again, drop something in the comment section, man. Let me know. Let's get some dialogue going. If you got a deal, hit me up. I'm definitely looking. And I want you to tell me in the comment section, was that a good offer? Should I have taken that offer, or should I have countered with something with that offer? Also, I want to promote, advocacy that you guys become property owners. I was that guy as well. Like, I understand some people just don't want to pull the trigger. I understand that sometimes you're like, man, I want to do this. Understand it's not as hard as you believe, man. Understand that the people that you see that's in these suit and ties, they look smart and say all these fantastic words and know every word in the dictionary. It's cool and all, right? But a lot of them, they really don't know what they're doing. A lot of them are just winging it, So don't feel like you're not educated enough, or you're not smart enough, or You just don't know enough. I don't believe that. Understand that this game is built for everybody. You just have to have time and patience. Everything that I learned took a while to pick up, contract-wise, but as you're going through the process, I promise you, you'll pick it up. You'll pick it up, and if not, that's why you got that realtor, and you question that realtor. Don't feel like it's a dumb question. And the moment someone feels like they want to laugh at you because you asking a dumb question, don't worry about it. Let me go find another realtor who's gonna take me serious. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what time I'm on. That's what time I'm on, period. So if you're not willing to educate me on what I need to learn, then I can't keep you around. I can't keep you around because you wanna hold all the knowledge for you. That's just like having friends around you who are doing better than you. Mayweather said it himself. It's nice being with some billionaires. It's nice doing this and doing that, and riding in your stuff, but I need my own. Once again, man, that was part 2 of the Laundromat. I got another video dropping every Friday. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And like I said, follow, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff and notification. Hit your boy up. Peace.